Please.
So they're engaged in all kinds of provocation. And the train I'm on, they will turn the heat off. This is number two train. They turn the heat off. And it's so cold in here right now. And, that's what is going on. Even to the extent that I believe the FBI, maybe they said the CIA, used to assassinate so many people in the past, allegedly. For example, Kwame Nkrumah, all the civil rights activists in Africa. Kwame Nkrumah was able to cause Ghana to have independence. So the CIA assassinated them, blacks to unite and stuff.
This is 72nd Street. Transfer is available to the through train.
Right here in America, I was trying to see what people are taking my home 15 years ago, 2010. Me and my mother's apartment was standing, and the kid that was going on that was helping me, the police was and beat him dead. And my mother was saying our daughters in Pennsylvania were like were moving with a narcotic gang, and they framed my mother's crazy and killed her. Even those doors had also framed me as crazy in 2001. And
stand clear of the closing doors, please.
So I'm experiencing all the turn off all the heat on the train. And I saw my mother's daughter a few days ago at Apple Langley. Anytime I see her like that, she comes all the way from Pennsylvania. So they put me under FBI surveillance. Anytime I see her like that, I'll start getting jumped and start getting attacked. For America believe they can do whatever they like. Who's going to hold them responsible? So they're harassing non-stop. As you can see, the temperature here says it's like 60 degrees right now. It's much colder because I put this thermometer in my bag. So this is what they're doing, turning off the heat, harassing me. So crazy. It feels cold in here, right? It feels cold? It feels cold? Very cold, like they turned the heat off.
Select bus service.
See, it feels so cold. Even though it says it's 60 degrees, it feels more colder. So they are doing whatever. Since I sued this NYPD, they beat my friend Arigona dead. My mother's also dead. And I sued them for taking my home. And they make sure I can't get any money. And the FBI is joining in. I'm a Nigerian. And they're sending people to attack me everywhere. I was born a male. I'm not a woman. And they're having people make fun of me, mock me, they turn off the heat, and lawyers wouldn't help me. Even I was telling them Ghana before they killed them, that look, lawyers wouldn't help me, and he said it's going to help me. And with my birthday is July, they killed him in July. After I met him, they killed him at the same place where I met him. So they're turning off the heat, and nobody would help me. And they say, the normal thing now is to drive you crazy and kill you. They killed a Jamaican in Far Rockaway, like last week. His family said the police came to the house because this Jamaican was fighting with his father, and they said the police said he had a box cutter. Yeah, and said the police, shoot him dead. And the police should be able to handle violence without necessarily killing. And last month I was using the bathroom and they invaded the bathroom, lied that I stole something on Chambers Street, number 2 train, this 2 train bathroom in my head. And I was supposed to know I didn't steal anything, and they slammed my head on the wall, and choked me, didn't find any stolen item on me. And I told them I needed a police report, and they refused to give me a police report. I decided to take me to the MTA prison.
Stand clear of the closing doors,
So they're
please.
doing whatever, turning off the heat, and then on Christmas Day, I was waiting for the R train. I went to 86th Street in Brooklyn. I was trying to get outside. They lock up the elevator, so there was no way I could get outside. With my bag. You know, so so I was recording that. That since people start coughing and stuff. So I was recording they keep menacing with me because I was trying to. Sometimes I'll leave that station and this is to go to the McDonald's to use the bathroom. So they lock up the elevator. I couldn't get outside. So I was recording they always make me try to make me incontinent. The bathroom was already closed in the train station because it was 3 a.m. And they won't let me leave the station. They lock up the elevator. So as fast as I was recording, this white woman said, "Shut your mouth," and smashed my thing on the floor. I was like, "Excuse me." And they were trying to get me again. Like 2 guys started following me around, and they were about to jump me. Then MTA worker then came by. And was lying. You're trying to I was trying to kill him, and it was running. It was coming towards me. I'm like, if I'm trying to kill you, why are you coming towards me? So you're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. So you're just threatening to kill me. So they're telling me to make up lies and kill me.
110th Street.
Because thank God I was recording too well. Because I was like, the MTA worker was standing on the platform, and he told me, he said, "Sir, please, I need you to move." So I said, "Don't call me sir, I'm a woman." I was born a man, I'm a woman. Then he pretended like he couldn't hear me. He's from Jamaica. He was pretending like he couldn't understand my English, and they had people just make fun of me. They say I speak with a fake American accent. So anytime I'm speaking, they'll tell me to keep repeating myself. So I was like, and I told him, please just stop being rude to me. Then all of a sudden, he said, "You just said," he told me, "I heard you say you're going to kill me." I said, "No." I was like, at first you were saying you don't understand what I'm saying. I said, "I told you, stop calling me sir. I'm a woman. I'm a woman now." And then he was like, "Excuse me, what did you say again?" I said, "I'm a woman. Just don't call me sir." He said, "Excuse me, don't say it again." I said, "I'm a woman, don't call me sir." Then all of a sudden, he said, "You said you were going to kill me?" And he was running towards me. And I was recording the whole episode. So they say when the FBI wants to kill you and the CIA, they will ask people to jump you. So they're hiring all kinds of people to jump me. So America is not safe. They're doing whatever. They say, who can hold them accountable? Is in the believe nobody, So this is what is going on. And they're hiring people to menace me everywhere I go. Just give me problems. Even on Chambers Street Station,
Hello, everyone.
before
MTA pilot.
the day the police came and beat me, the MTA janitor came into the bathroom and was telling me to leave. I'm like, I just came into the bathroom and there's nobody else in the bathroom. There's 2 toilets there, and I was the only one using the toilet. And it was telling me to leave, and there's a long line. I said, "There's no long line," and I recorded the whole thing. So the police came in. And I was like, "What is the matter again?" Because anytime I try to use the bathroom, they'll be harassing me because I'm a Nigerian, they'll be treating me like I'm an animal. And the police, started dragging me out of the bathroom, and they wouldn't tell me what the problem was. Until they smashed my head on the wall, and they said somebody said I stole a cell phone. I'm hiding in the bathroom. I'm like, you guys are making up lies. I said the MTA worker came and lied. So they're beating up people. They said they went to last week went to a house and shoot a Jamaican dead because he was fighting with his father, and the mother and father crying. So they are killing people in America like they killed Martin Luther King, and they said the war can't do nothing. So this is serious. They've killed my mother and they've killed my father. Yeah, black American people they've killed. They're just killing all the black, and they killed a Jamaican last week. So this is real serious. And they're turning up the heat on the train, and and the whole society is not safe. They're telling the MTA to join in. Even the head of the MTA, a white male called Jano Lieber, he said he has tricks to permanently remove all the homeless. And since then, the police have been arresting a lot of homeless, taking them to the psych ward. There's this black American, I've known him for almost 10 years in the subway. All of a sudden, I went to 34th Street and I saw the police put him on handcuff. I said, where are you taking him to? They said they're taking him to the mental ward. I said, this guy's not crazy. How you gonna, lock people up in the mental ward if they're not crazy? I was recording everything, and they finally came and arrested me in the toilet also. Said I stole something. I said I didn't steal nothing, and they didn't find nothing on me. So I told them I need a police report. You guys wrongfully came into the bathroom, and they said no, we're going to take you to the psych ward. I said, why would you take me to the psych ward? Because when we came into the bathroom, you were upset that we dragged you out of the bathroom. I said, yeah, that's normal, because nobody likes to be dragged out of the bathroom. He didn't explain why. I said, even if you take me to the psych ward, I will explain to the doctor and nurse that you guys are the one that's crazy. Because, I was using the bathroom, I wasn't bothering anybody, and you came to drag me out of the bathroom, and then you knocked my head on the wall, somebody said I stole something, and you didn't find anything on me, and I asked for a police report, and say, now you want to take me to the psych ward. I said, I would talk to the doctor and nurse in the psych ward, and it's you that are going to be arrested. And they say, okay, now we're going to arrest you, and claim you didn't cooperate with us, and that's why we dragged you out of the bathroom, and we're going to charge you with disorderly conduct. I was like, and they misspelled my name. I said, you misspelled my name, and they said, we don't care. So people are coughing. They're going to start giving people pneumonia. It's cold, right? Huh? It's no longer cold? I thought you said it was cold before. Oh, it's not cold in here? So they're going to change your story? Oh, well. But people are coughing. It feels cold to me. And the thermometer is saying 60 degrees. It's, I can't be lying. The thermometer is lying. So this one is going. A lot of people don't like Africans. So once they hear you're from Nigeria, nobody will help you. So there's a lot of black on black hate. Huh? What? What is? And I think you're part of it also.
Malcolm X Plaza.
I think you're part of it also. Because why would you say it's not cold in here?
It's not cold in the train. It's cold outside.
I feel cold.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't feel cold? You said it was cold earlier. So this is what is going on. So I don't know. Sometimes they bring all kinds of people to menace me. I get robbed also. So I don't know what's going on. But excuse me, miss. She's wearing gloves. So I know it feels cold. She's wearing gloves. Excuse me. It feels cold, right? It feels cold. You don't want to say nothing? I heard you on the phone. It sounded like you're from Ghana. So people don't want to support each other. But if she's wearing gloves, trust me, it's cold. Nobody will be wearing gloves. So this is what is going on. So I'm from Nigeria, and we can't even get people to admit what the condition. Nobody will wear gloves.
116th Street.
So like everybody's scared. They're scared of Trump. Either people are scared and whatnot. So, but my thermometer says 60 degrees. And as soon as I bought this thermometer, I bought it at the store on Christmas Eve, December 24th. So they know anytime I buy a thermometer like that, I always use it to record the temperature on the train. And they sent that the MTA worker a day later at 3 a.m. to accuse me of trying to kill him. And there were a whole bunch of people that were knocking my stuff on the floor. So as you can see, this is December 24, 2025. This is the receipt. I bought the thermometer for $149. I bought a whole lot of items, So this is the receipt from the store in Brooklyn. I bought it on 8616 Fifth Avenue. So a block away, that's the way the train station is. And under the law, they have no right to retaliate against me because I bought a thermometer, which I normally use to record the temperature, because people don't be honest. As you can see, nobody wants to admit what is going on. And it's so cold, but I don't really blame them. People are afraid. Nobody wants to be targeted and killed, like my friend Ghana was having. So I bought a whole lot of stuff, And I also bought this stick-on flag. Because a lot of time when I'm using the bathroom, they'll bring the police to drag me out of the bathroom, so I've stayed there too long. So this is what they call a stick-on flag. I bought it for $1.29, and it's 100 stickers, like paper that can stick to the door. So I want the MTA that whenever you need to use the bathroom, the MTA should buy this for it's $1, and it has 100 pieces, and they can it has 150 pieces. The MTA worker should write on the stick-on paper like this the time you're going to inside the bathroom. Let's say you want to use the bathroom at 5 p.m. They should write 5 p.m. you're in the bathroom, 5 p.m. you're supposed to get out at 5:30 p.m. and the MTA worker should write the date and then use a rubber stamp with the MTA logo and rubber stamp this stick on paper and give it to you, and then you can then stick it on the bathroom door. So the police can harass you. When they come into the bathroom, they can see you came in there at 5 p.m., you're going to leave at 5:30. And if you still have time, the police can harass you. And they need to put inside the bathroom a 1-800 number you can call if the police comes to harass you in the bathroom. So they're not letting black people like me use the bathroom. They said during the slavery, they had that law that blacks should be using the bathroom outside. So every day I try to use the bathroom, they call the police on me, attack me. And they say the police are now killing blacks, calling them crazy. So these are the things I mean well, so I bought a lot of stuff. Even though I'm homeless, I'm poor, I'm spending my money buying stuff just to explain to them. So this is why I bought this $1.29 stick-on flag, they call it. And you're supposed to, the MTA, I wanted to use it to illustrate to the MTA station clerk booth and to the MTA that they should tell, because the station clerk booth now, they don't even sell Metro card anymore. They just stay in the booth doing nothing really. So I said, at least have the, be signing a bathroom slip for people. So when you need to use the bathroom, they'll give you the key. And they give you this slip that you can stick on the door. It has 150 stick-on slips like this, and so it's cheap. They can just give it to you with the key, and you can stick it on the front door of the bathroom, and to say what time you're coming inside the bathroom, maybe 5 p.m. You're going in at 5 p.m. and give you up to 30 minutes to use the bathroom. You're going to come at 5:30 p.m. and they write the date. And they put a MTA rubber stamp on top of the sticker, rubber stamp it. So if the police comes to the bathroom, they can see, because anytime I try to use the bathroom, for example, at the Port Authority, each time I go there at 42nd Street, Greyhound bus, anytime I go there, the police will come and kick the door open and drive me to the bathroom, and they'll pretend I've been there for so long. So this would avoid the confusion. So they said these police are killing blacks, calling blacks crazy. They just killed a Jamaican in his house last week. They said he was fighting with his father, and his parents are crying that they believe he was intentionally killed. That it wasn't that much of a threat, even though the police said they had a knife. And the police have tasers. They outnumbered him. They can't just keep killing. They framed my mother up as crazy. Our own daughters, they were born in America. And they were trying to kill my mother because me and my mother was suing the police for money. And the daughters live all the way in Pennsylvania, and they believe they can inherit the money. So this is crazy. And so my mother said the daughters were poisoning her food with like counterfeit poison in Pennsylvania. So my mother came out to New York to go to the hospital. And she was surprised when the daughters showed up 2 days later in the hospital. She didn't tell them what hospital she was in. So apparently it seemed the daughters put a tracker in my mother's bag, and they're able to locate wherever she is anywhere in the world. Even when I used to email the daughters one day, one of the Flora's husband, that's the daughter Flora, is also a black American in the U.S. military. So he's a male, and I was born a male. I'm not a woman. So he sent me a naked picture, an invitation online. So I was like, why is my sister's husband sending me a naked picture? So I decided to click on the link, and it put a virus in my email, in my computer. And he erased all my old emails. I was using library computer, New York Public Library computer. So I contacted Yahoo, which was my email address. I said, my sister's husband, Flora's husband, Ayinde, is a black American, but his name is Ayinde Cheney. I said he's a U.S. soldier, and he sent me a virus on a government computer, and he's erased all my email from Yahoo. I said, now the virus is on the government computer. It's a laptop. Back then, you give them your library card, and they give you that laptop to use. I said, now it's going to be able to go into other people's accounts in the public library. I told Yahoo, can you please get him arrested? Because the police don't be helping me as an African. Yahoo said, no, we don't know how to call the police on people. I'm like, but when Nigerians scam Americans, you Yahoo cooperate with FBI. So I'm sure it was able to log into the library computer and get every other person's information by downloading the virus. And like 4 years later, him and my sister and everybody else, alongside some the other gang members, framed my mother's crazy and killed her in the hospital. But because Yahoo didn't help me in 2011, when this guy put a virus on the library and New York Public Library computer I was using, and stole all the emails. I saved in my email. I guess we were just trying to find out if I was gay or not, because they sent me a link with his naked picture. So I was wondering, why is he sending me a link with his naked picture? So I click on the link.
Stand clear of the closing
The
door,
link came in
please.
form of a picture. I showed him like half naked. So I was like, what is going on? And as soon as I click on it, I get that was his confirmation to see that I was gay. And he stole all my email. My mother said they also put a tracker on my mother, which they're able to locate my mother anywhere in the world. And they've killed my mother, and their FBI is joining in, having people jump me anywhere I go. So this is crazy, As you can see, the temperature still says 60 degrees, and it feels much colder. So please donate to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or donate money to me in person. I need to go rent an apartment and get out of here before they kill me. They don't let me use the bathroom. And also, they ban people from having strollers. As soon as I started having stroller, they said stroller is dangerous, nobody should be having stroller. Only women with children. So they have the police arrest me everywhere. So now they've been having people follow me around and taunt me, so I'm going to be killed soon because I have a stroller. I don't know, I used to carry all this stuff on my body, all my bags, but I have anemia, so I'll be so tired. So I saw a stroller near 86th Street train station where the MTA worker was chasing me, I said I'm going to kill him. So I believe this stroller was left near the train station by their FBI agent. So because they know it's illegal, this year they changed the law, or since last year they changed the law that nobody should have a stroller. It's now illegal. So I saw it, they dumped this stroller near the garbage, so I normally come around here. So I took this stroller because I was tired of carrying my bags on my body. And I used to buy a Chinese trolley cart for like $20, but that cart, within 1 week it will break, and I don't have money like that because I normally pick up strollers on the garbage. So I think they set me up to kill me for fun, so they can have the police arrest me anytime now. So you're having an illegal item, we don't allow strollers. And they put I don't know how to say this in English. They put an elephant, what is it called again? An elephant, an elephant's image inside the they made a plastic image of an elephant, and they put it inside a stroller on the seat. So I guess that they're making fun of me as an African. Everybody knows there's a lot of elephants in Africa, so they're making fun of me that elephants are usually big, so they always tell me my bags are big and too big for the subway system. I'm like, white people come here from Europe and they carry their luggages. I don't see them getting arrested. They bring their luggage on the train. And they always say, you gotta cover your mouth. You can't be doing that. You can't be coughing. You know? So they always tell me my luggage are too much for the subway. I'm like, you know, I said, white people come here with luggages also. I'm a Nigerian, I'm homeless. What can I do? I said, I put my extra clothing, underwear, socks, books, things I need in the bag. You can't tell me to be walking around naked. So, since last year, they said it's illegal to have a stroller. So I believe the FBI agent put the stroller near the garbage, near the train station, the 6th Street train station. And they hired this Jamaican guy in the train stations. The janitor, anytime he sees me, he want to fight me. He always tells me, I'm going to call the police on you. You know, there was one day I was emptying some of my stuff inside the garbage can. And he came around me. He said, you're dirtying up the whole station. I'm going to call the police on you. I'm like, excuse me? And I recorded the whole stuff. You know, and yesterday morning at 3 a.m., he came around me also. And he was calling me sir. I said, stop calling me sir, I'm a woman. And I said, you know, you're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. He said, I'm going to call the police on you. So, you know, they're hiring Jamaicans to be killing Africans. My mother said, you know, before my mother was killed in Bellevue Hospital, I was hearing her have a exchange of words with a Jamaican nurse. She was telling the Jamaican nurse that, you know, that she needs her body changed because she's been sleeping on one side of the bed and it's very difficult for her to move her body. And the Jamaican nurse told my mother, you're going to wait on that position in pain for a long time. Nobody's going to change your position. So my mother used to work as a home health aide. She was telling the Jamaican nurse that she was going to report the Jamaican nurse. And within 2 days, they said my mother is dead. You know, the daughter said they wanted her transferred to the mental ward. And of course, the hospital knows my mother is not crazy. They could have just declined and left my mother in the ICU because she has a heart problem. And they said, you know, this is how they kill Africans everywhere. You know, so this is what is going on. So please donate to my Cash App, NYC Homeless. You can watch my video or donate to me in person. I don't want them to kill me. I want to go rent a hotel or an apartment. And please, I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking to be a prostitute. So please don't contact me for any of that requests. I'm not looking to marry anybody. I don't even trust people like that. You know, I don't even want anybody near me when I'm sleeping, you know. So please, I'm not looking for marriage. I don't want to be killed, you know, when I'm sleeping and then the person takes home all the money, you know, all the lawsuit money I may get in the future. So the way they killed my mother in Bellevue, also when I was a child, my mother brought me from Nigeria and the immigration arrested me wrongfully. So I've been through so much. So please, I'm not looking for marriage with anyone. You know, I'm good. So please donate to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. And I solemnly swear under the United States Treasury laws and the U.S. Constitution and other relevant laws that I'm solely seeking, you know, non-conditional charitable financial donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person, or a financial loan to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. And I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for romance. I'm not looking to be a prostitute. I'm not looking for surrogacy, and I'm not looking for membership in any cult again. So please respect my wish, and you know, this also I'm stating this under perjury laws. So please respect the law. So please don't contact me for any kind of prostitution or marriage or surrogacy. So please, I need a charitable, non-conditional, humanitarian, charitable financial donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, or to me in person. Thank you.